Hey y'all, I'm an I-78. Another week, another episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters. This is episode 4 from season 4. Sorry this is late, guys, but I had a death in the family, so that kind of threw me off my schedule. But on this episode, it really was not a whole lot going on, but we will go through it anyway. This episode started with us finding out that Tammy's house had basically been gutted in a what we're going to call robbery. Amanda and Misty went over to get a couple of things that Tammy asked them to bring her while she's still in rehab. So they get there, and Amanda notices that the door is like cracks. So when they go in, there is like literally like the refrigerator's gone, the stove is gone, her dress is gone, her bed's gone, like everything is gone. It looked like renovation in progress. So y'all, I think it was the landlord. I think he figured, well, I mean, nobody's over here, and you know what I'm saying, they still paying rent, I can go ahead and double dip and then act like, it was a the eviction because she just abandoned the place. I really think it was the landlord, because what robbers do y'all know take everything? Like, what robbers take your clothes, take your grandmama's blanket, like take the refrigerator, take the stove. First of all, none of that shit matched anyway. But everything, like the sink, I don't know if thieves do that, but I know landlords who do. So, they're in there, Amanda's like, what the hell? What is going on? Like, what the fuck? Like, basically, that's what she was like, what the fuck? So, they come out, call Amy, let her know what's going on. Then they, go file a police report, this, that, and the fourth. And then they're trying to figure out, how they gonna tell Tammy, because they're worrying about, Tammy taking taking the news hard, which, I mean, anybody would, like, everything you got is just gone, and you don't know why, and you don't know when, and you're not gonna get it back. So, I mean, who wouldn't be upset? But they were, worrying about her using that as a, reason to go back to eating and, doing what she was doing and, undo her weight loss. So they were talking about that. And, that, was kind of what was going on with that. So then it cuts to, Amy. So we all know Amy, is pregnant, and Amy, is using that as the excuse to eat and not do anything else, because she's the only person in the world that's ever been pregnant, especially with a well, hell, Gage ain't even a toddler yet, if we don't get technical with it. So I mean, but this is what you decided to do, Amy. So like we really don't give a damn. Like, stop whining and using all of these choices that you made as an excuse not to do anything, and an attempt to not be held responsible for basically wasting your opportunity for weight loss. But anyway, so she was talking about how how it's hard, to decide on name for the baby, because basically with all her siblings having boys, all the good names, saying boy names were gone or whatever. So she was saying that they finally did decide on a name for the baby, and that it had been a minute since her and Tammy had done a YouTube video, and she was wanting to do like a guessing game to try to, have people guess the name for the baby. Which I thought that was a cute idea. I mean, that, definitely, get your engagement up, keep your views going. So, I mean, I see where she was, coming from with it. I mean, I didn't see a problem with it. So, she, had, made some little, props or whatever for the video. So, I mean, it had potential to be interesting. So she calls Tammy up, on the Zoom or whatever. And she on here dry as hell. All this damn attitude for no damn reason. You mad at you, but you always want to project that on somebody else. Ain't been had nothing to do with your ass gaining weight. Hell, ain't have show her ass up to come visit. So all that, and I don't want to be bothered, and I'm not guessing nothing, and it's getting on my nerves. And this bro actually like hung up in the middle of the stream, just nasty and disrespectful for no reason. So Amy was like, I mean, like, damn, I was just trying to have a little fun and get the get our fans involved, because I mean, Amy realized if we don't watch this shit, y'all ain't gonna be on. So yeah, you might want to give us something to work with. This heifer, hey, she got a hang up problem. She need to call me and hang up on me and see how that work out for her. Yeah, do that, because see, I got what's called frequent flyer miles, so I don't have no problem getting in the air. It really ain't a problem. But anyway, so she trashed that whole experience, you know what I'm saying, which would have been cute for the fans. I mean, because these are the same people who would have been watching that, was the same folks that came to your little meet and greet when, we really wasn't rocking with you, Tammy. Like, remember? Like, don't get new. But anyway, so in the, was that before? Yeah, so actually before they went live, they was having a little conversation. And I mean, Tammy was making some good points. She was like, I mean, Amy, you sitting up here, worrying about me and my weight loss. Like, what's going on with you and your weight loss? Like, you doing a lot of eating that you shouldn't be doing. So then Amy gets pissed off. I'm like, bitch, don't be worrying about what I'm doing. And as many times as you done messed up. Well, I mean, Amy, you the only one in this scenario that's done had surgery and ain't losing no damn weight. So Tammy ain't had no surgery and dropping pounds. So yeah, she qualified to talk about you right now, because you keep getting pregnant to keep eating. But you ain't the only one. You've been watching my 600-pound life. You ain't fooling nobody. Melissa did that goofy shit too. Kept on getting pregnant so she could eat. And her ass blew back up and was confused about what happened. I wouldn't. And with that other one, that damn Betty Joe. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna do a my 600-pound life review of the top 10 bullshitters and opportunity wasters. Yeah, I'm gonna put that list together. Folks that just completely got on there and just didn't do anything and just wasted up Dr. Now time, wasted up our time watching that nonsense. Yeah, I'm gonna do a list, because that is your ass on there. Trust that. Yeah, her, Melissa, uh wasn't it Bethany, them Asante boys. Yeah, y'all put my list together. We're gonna get into that later on. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's because folks be on here wasting up time. Anyway, so what happened after that? Because it really wasn't a whole lot on there. We were just trying to see if Tammy was gonna damn lose her shit after finding out she got robbed. What happened? Um, let's see, it was the usual, Amy using, the fact that she already got a baby, she pregnant, not can do anything. But is it me, every time I turn around, she's shoving something down that baby throat? Like, he what, 15 months old? Every time we tell he don't need to have something in his mouth. Like, you talk about, you don't want your kids to go through what you was going through, but you doing the same shit that I'm sure your mama was doing to y'all, which is how y'all ended up at. Like, pay attention to the pathology and try to do something different. But anyway, I mean, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I shouldn't see no 15-month-old, in the hot chair with macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes all on the same plate, and then you got cookies and peanut butter crackers and all this different kind of stuff. And as soon as you get up from the nap, you got to have a snack and all of this. Like, it's too much going on. But anyway, what else happened after that? Oh, yeah, Tammy's ass. So she, all acting all pissy because she, going the wrong direction on the scale. So she has another weigh in, and she goes from, what is this? She went from, excuse me, y'all, she went from 583 to 561. So we know her goal is 550. So she like 10 pounds off. So, the nurse and everything, she was like, I mean, this is a good rebound. I told you, it was just a little temporary plateau, I'm glad to see, you back on the right track. So she like, I mean, It's cool and whatnot. I can't really get excited because I've been close before and something always happened to throw me off course. No, you always choose to get the fuck off course, Tammy. So she was talking about one time when she was like 9 pounds away. She she ended up not meeting her goal. No, you was 9 pounds away. So instead of keeping on and doing what you need to do, you was like, oh, I'm close enough. You know what I'm saying? They'll just probably go ahead and take this. So if I go ahead and eat, ain't gonna be no difference. And they put your ass in the trick and was like, nah, you in the scale and y'all not friends. You're not matching. Dr. Davin told y'all the scale don't lie, people do. Please understand. So when she's sitting over there, and something always happen and this and that and woo 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 woo. I'm like, so you just gonna keep it in the atmosphere that you're not gonna get this done, and then try to turn around. It's gonna be everybody else's fault but yours. Like, okay, that's what we doing. Cool. So what happened after that? Okay, so yeah, by this time, I'm saying Tammy and her little drama has gone on, and we check in on Chris. So Chris, as y'all know, Chris had surgery. Chris is a little bit over a year out from having surgery, and he's down about 125, 130 pounds, which I'm saying is good. That's he's actually a little bit ahead of where most people are at I'm saying that stage in post bariatric surgery. So kudos to Chris for doing what he needs to do. So at this point, Chris is wanting to have skin surgery. So in previous episode, he had already talked to Dr. Smith about saying the skin surgery situation and all. And he was saying, for Chris, saying to drop a little bit more weight because, once you have skin surgery, that's not something you want to keep having to go back and do as you're losing weight. So, the more you can get off, the better it's going to be because that's the more, excess skin you can get off. So he told me about another, 50 pounds or so, maybe a little bit more. And, he should be good to go. So Amanda's son set up this obstacle course, for Chris to go through and get a little exercise. So, we was watching that and Chris was talking about how, y'all gonna put the obstacle course together for me. Hell, y'all need to participate in some of this because y'all look like me when I was y'all age and y'all see what happens. So y'all might want to come get in on this too, which I can agree with. I can agree with all of what Chris said on that. So they showed, Chris going through the obstacle course and he actually finishes the course. It was some interesting, challenges in the course. So I mean that was cool, some good exercise, good family time, so I mean that was all right. So now we get to the point where Amanda and Misty go to see Tammy. And y'all keep in mind, this is like an 8-hour ride from where they live to where Tammy is. These folks is better than me because I ain't putting 8 on the wood like that. Eight in the front and 8 in the back. So they was like, you know what, we gonna go ahead and stay for the weekend. So they go up, visit Tammy and spend the night at the hotel, see Tammy and then come on back home, which is cool. So they get there, Tammy, was excited to see them, they had a good time, sitting around shooting a breeze. So they were, trying to get Tammy, they wanted to take Tammy out, since she had, been able to, get back on track with the weight loss. And then, they knew that, she had got robbed and all that and they hadn't told her yet. It was like, get your stuff, we go out for a little bit, just kick it. She was like, well, no, I don't want to go, because I'm not used to, being out with this trach and y'all know if something happened, y'all don't know what to do and this and that and whatever. So Amanda was like, all right, I see what you're saying, and I'm proud of you for, recognizing what's going on. And she was like, so I just want you to continue to use this as motivation and do what you need to do so that, you can get this surgery and then, you can get this trach shit off you. And then we ain't even got to worry about knowing what to do if something happens. So since they didn't go anywhere, they stayed at, at the facility. They end up, playing Pacino for a little bit, having a good time, so forth and so on with, Tammy and some of the other residents, this, that, and the third. So when they got ready to go, Tammy was like, well, I mean, since y'all here and, I got to go do this anyway, why don't y'all come with me? I got to go get weighed. So, They was like, all right, cool, we'll, we, see what's going on with that. So they go and Tammy gets weighed and she's down from, what was it, 560 before, down to 534. So at this point, she's at 534. She's actually surpassed what she needed for her goal. So, they were like, we so proud of you. We knew you could do it. You just had to, hunker down and decide that's what you was going to do. And, now you can continue on with your process and this and that. So, everybody's crying and happy and all of that. And Amanda was like, just, you getting to the finish line, just stay strong and do what you got to do. So at that point, you know what I'm saying, they Tammy breaks down a little bit, was crying or whatnot. So, when she comes out of that, that's when, they start talking about about Amy's ass. Let me tell y'all about Amy. So y'all remember last go around with these babies when she ate all that Chinese food and was laid up in the hospital with indigestion, talking about it was the worst. She was in blinded pain. It was the worst pain of her life and all this and all that. She done it again, y'all, this time, but she decides instead of Chinese food, it's going to be pizza this go around. So she goes to the hospital. She in pain. She going through, they checked her out, checked out to make sure bypass wasn't leaking, make sure gallbladder wasn't, gone to the bag, all this and all of that. Oh, that's good, baby not in distress, so thank goodness for all of that. But it's indigestion because you can't put the pizza down. So she, called and let everybody know what was going on. So they was like, what I'm saying? Amanda was like, did you hear about Amy? This is what she's saying to Tammy. She was like, nah, what's going on with Amy? She was like, girl, I talked to Amy, and what I'm saying, Amy, what I'm saying, was in there eating some pepperoni pizza. She was like, next thing I know, Amy done called me. She all up in the hospital, what I'm saying, in pain. They're trying to figure out what's going on. And she was like, girl, come and find out it was indigestion. So they had a good laugh about that. So Amanda used that as a segue to tell Tammy about getting robbed. So, we all expected Tammy to have this big shit fit, how she do, and get all, what I'm saying, all huffy and, get out and I need to be by myself and all that. But I mean, she was surprisingly calm. She was like, I mean, till she found out, that grandma blanket, said was gone or whatnot. That's why I'm like, thieves don't take that kind of stuff, y'all. I really feel like it was the landlord and he just threw all that stuff away. That is what I really think happened. So I'm gonna see if we ever really find out what was going on. So she was like, well, I mean, there ain't really nothing I can do about it. She was like, the saddest part, what I'm saying, is, grandma's quilt, because I mean, we can't get that back. But she was like, I mean, like the clothes and all of that, I was talking about, moving and getting new furniture. And, as I'm losing weight, the clothes wasn't going to fit anyway. And I was like, you know what? That's really, a mature way of looking at it. But I mean, like, I felt bad about, what I'm saying, about her grandma blanket. Because I mean, my grandma gone too. Both of mine gone. So, I mean, I get it. So, I mean, that, what I'm saying, that hurt my heart for her. Because yeah, that, I wouldn't have been good after that either. But I mean, she was like, I mean, it is what it is, And so Amanda was like, fuck it, we gonna start fresh. You say you want to start fresh, we're gonna start fresh. When you come back, I got some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you just come through, what I'm saying, we'll work it out when you get here, so that you can, still have, what I'm saying, something, what I'm saying, a quilt, whatnot. So I was like, that's cool. So Misty and Amanda, what I'm saying, go ahead and what I'm saying, go home or whatnot. And like I said, Tammy, she was upset. She was upset about the blanket. The rest of the stuff, she really didn't give a damn. I mean, yeah, but it was the quilt. So this point we kind of wrapping this up because, like I said, it was not jam packed with content. So now we cut back to Amy. She called herself potty trained engaged so that, what I'm saying, once she have the baby, once the new baby come, she knows she ain't gonna have no time, so she gonna go ahead and get this out the way. First thought, that ain't how that work. That is not how that work. I'm gonna say it again. That is not how that work. Hell, he just not standing up straight at 15 months. And you talking about potty training? No. This ain't about your comfort, Amy. This is about getting him together. So she trying to do that. He ain't really. He looking at her like, yeah, nah, I get to that when I get to it. Um, that I think he needs some interaction with some like a couple days a week of some preschool or some head start would be helpful. I'm gonna be for real. It would be helpful because he can see how other kids his age, you know what I'm saying, you know, function and behave, and that would kind of give him a model on what to do. But I mean, again, that's just my opinion. But I mean that would be helpful. I'm sorry. Y'all can say what y'all want to because y'all got him in here, with his, mom and daddy who's joined at the hip all day long. And then y'all got these cameras in his face, you know what I'm saying, for our entertainment. Yeah, I think a couple of days a week of preschool would be helpful. I really do. But like I said, after that, in her hospital episode, it really was not much going on. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. So until next time, you guys take care and I will see y'all later. Bye.